we're gonna do is we are going to use our bodies, our physiology, to find emotional and energetic levels, right? Too often actors depend on only the mental, only their minds to find the emotions. Maybe in an emotional scene, you might go listen to some sad music, you might be by yourself, you might pull up a bad memory, right? You're doing all of these things mentally to find that emotion. But keep in mind that all scenes are emotional, not just the sad ones, not just the negative emotions, right? But the happy, the everyday ordinary. Maybe you're tired, maybe you're feeling excited. Do you prep your scenes emotionally? And later on, I'm going to talk about, do you prep emotionally for your day as the most important role in your life, right? You, yourself. So let's jump right in. We're going to do a few exercises and we're going to try some things out. So we're gonna start seated, just as I am. And the first thing we're gonna talk about is posture. So once reading these lines, I don't see this working or what else I could do. I think about it over and over again. Even in my sleep, I think I should go. I'm going to assume that I'm low energy, I'm defeated, maybe sad at first. My first instinct says that, right? So show me sad in your body. I mean, if you can look over and see a person and be like, oh, they look sad, right? Immediately, my body is going to hunch over. I'm going to get smaller. So shoulders rounded, chest is caved in, everything diverts down, right? Hence the saying of, you look down, right? Yeah, you do. You look down when you're down. Let's just find this and allow ourselves to surrender to the feeling of the position that we're in, okay? What we're feeling in our bodies. I don't see this working. Or what else I could do. I think about it over and over again, even in my sleep. I think I should go. Now ask yourself, was there anything in there that rang true? Was there anything that rang false that made you feel like, oh, I need to adjust, or I couldn't find the truth in that line by the posture, the way I was seated, or something made me want to move up and out? We're just listening to the information that our bodies are giving us. So now let's try smiling. Okay, let's see how this changes things. So I want you to just smile and until it becomes kind of, maybe it's a genuine thing that you're really actually feeling the smile, or is it something that is just locked in tight, right? I don't see this working, or what else I can do. I think about it over and over again, even in my sleep. I think I should go. So for me, that was a way different take than the first one, but it also helped me find different things, different emotions, different approaches and deliveries. I can see it like being so full of sarcasm, like, I don't see this working, right? Or it could also just be like, I'm trying to be polite here, but this is awkward. Let's do eye line down versus eye line up. So still seated, however you want to sit. You can try different positions, but eye line down. I don't see this working, or what else I could do. I think about it over and over again. Even in my sleep. I think I should go. There's so many moments in there where I wanted to lift my eyes. So that told me something. You know, I would literally be fighting back an honest moment had I not lifted my eyes. A lot of those lines felt really good. And it felt like I was, considering something, really thinking about it. Now let's do it with our eyes up. I don't see this working, or what else I could do. I I think about it over and over again, even in my sleep. I think I should go. So that's interesting. For me, my I think I should go looking up is I'm considering going somewhere in the future. And now I'm deciding like, I think I should go to that thing. For me, that's what that felt like. And it's also looking up, it felt much more optimistic than looking down of just like, this isn't working. Like I'm kind of done, I'm tired of it and I'm trying to figure it out and I'm coming to terms that this isn't working versus when I'm looking up, I don't see this working, but I'm still trying to figure out why. There's an optimism here, very different. And it's just my eyes. Let's do the eyes again and do eyes squinted versus eyes wide open. Okay, I don't know my lines, so I need this paper. I don't see this working. Or what else I could do. I think about it all the time, even in my sleep, over and over again. I think I should go. I found a lot of things doing that. Let's do eyes wide open. I don't see this working. Or what else I could do. I think about it over and over again, even in my sleep. I think I should go. Totally different feelings, totally different intentions and emotions and, point of view. Like this is really just helping you find a point of view, a different point of view. It's pretty remarkable what tiny little changes can do. So that's seated and that's just, a few ideas, examples of things you could play with. Actually, I think this one's really important. Let's try leaning back in a chair versus leaning forward. Okay, so I'm gonna put my lines here because I'm also gonna put my hands to my sides. I don't see this working. Or what else I could do. I think about it all the time. Over and over again. Even in my sleep. I think I should go. Totally, different. And that I think I should go is like, it feels like it should be counterproductive that I'm like this and I'm like, I think I should go, but I see that a lot. And this feeling is actually a really honest feeling that I know I've felt several times. Like I know I can't move right now, but I should go. Opposite of that, leaning in, right? Leaning forward into it. I don't see this working. Or what else I could do. I think about it all the time, over and over again, even in my sleep. I think I should go. And in this one, after saying I think I should go, I would literally have to just get up and go, All right, fun. Let's stand. Let's do some standing. The reason why we're doing this is because too often I see this performance, which is what I call stand and deliver, and it's just straight up and straight down. We're pulled in tight here. I find it awkward to not live inside of whatever I'm saying. So I have a chair in front of me, the same one I was sitting in, and what happens when we lean forward? So already I'm feeling like this is casual. Right? I just made this conversation so much more casual. I don't see this working. Or what else I could do. I think about it over and over again, even in my sleep. I think I should go. Like you see, I've got to pull off and go, And we see this all the time with people leaning on things, or here I am, I'm just leaning on the chair talking. This is a mood, this isn't me in my most dramatic moment, right? Maybe I'm bored. Hands on hips versus arms crossed, okay? This works even seated, but hands on hips with a wide stance versus a small, narrow stance, and we'll talk about our feet. But hands on hips, chest up. I don't see this working, or what else I could do. I think about it over and over again, even in my sleep. I think I should go. There's a lot there. Totally different, very assertive. What I'm saying, my first initial read of the lines, I decided that this person was sad, low energy, defeated. I don't feel defeated here. I just feel done, right? I'm done with whatever is going on. Anytime you stand wide, you take up more space. You take up more space literally, physically, and metaphorically in life. Someone who stands taller, wider, and more open is someone who has their place in the world, who doesn't mind taking up space. Someone who stands smaller, put your feet together. You are less stable, okay? It's easier to knock you down if your feet are so close right underneath you. But I'm also smaller. I just feel smaller. I don't feel stronger. I feel meek. Let's cross our arms and just make our bodies smaller and try. I don't see this working, or what else I can do. I think about it over and over again, even in my sleep. I think I should go. So try this one. This is something that we see in our subconscious, but we don't always notice it, but it's always happening and it always reads. When you like someone and you have time for them or you're giving them your full attention, it is a heart-to-heart conversation. I'm open, I'm here, I'm facing you. Okay, you get all of me, all of my attention. But when it's someone you don't care for or you're trying to leave, you got one foot out the door and they're still talking to you, or you don't like them, or you're judging them, or there's anger, there's some sort of resistance, then it's a sideways thing. You don't give yourself to them. I don't see this working, or what else I can do. I think about it over and over again, even in my sleep. I think I should go. You probably believe that I think I should go because I'm like on my way out. But if I was like this, I think I should go. Then you'd be like, well, why are you still standing there? Right? So just little things like, and you can play with that. Play with your box and your frame of, trying to get out of there slowly but surely. And they're still talking. You're like, yeah, and you're still here, right? Side note, when you do leave on camera, if you want to stay in frame longer and stay on camera, remember you can always go back before you go sideways, right? So if I'm leaving, you can leave this way before you head out. Stepping backward versus stepping forward. This is big, okay? And I see this and it always goes, I just didn't believe the moment. When you say, I don't see this working, right? If we step forward, I don't see this working. It becomes very confrontational, right? Versus, I don't see this working. I'm pulling out of this situation. I really don't see this working, so I don't want any more of it. But if I come forward, I don't see this working, then it's a fight, right? So sometimes I see the opposite of what someone is saying and it doesn't make any sense. It's almost like, I think I should go. This is a totally different thing. It does work in some situations, but I think I should go is like, I want out of here. Tiny little step, baby step. Those are just a few examples of what you could be trying out that make a really big difference in your work and in your delivery. So why is this so powerful? Well, one, this is really helpful for creating your take two. But what you're gonna find, hopefully, is that this can create a better take one. It can just help you get out of the obvious choice. There's so many auditions, so many of the auditions are the same. Everybody's making the same choices. Well, what can you do to still honor the text and find a unique truth that maybe nobody else found, right? Maybe you found sarcasm in doing it with a smile. Maybe you found a new energetic level. But another reason this is really powerful, and I really highly recommend you practicing this way, is it keeps you on your toes and it keeps your performance really organic. So what I mean by this is a lot of times what I see in coaching sessions is someone has come in, they're very prepared, but they are really married to the way they are delivering their lines. It's almost like they're singing a song. The song goes this way, it's in this key, and it hits all of these notes. And they will hit all of those notes every single time. And there's a bug. If that happened in my audition, I would be on my toes and I would be in the present moment. So let's say you book the role and you are on the job and your scene partner delivers these lines way differently than you ever expected. Are you going to just deliver back like a robot, or are you going to take that in? They threw the ball to you in a certain way, and now you've got to catch it and throw it back in a way that is really real. So that's gonna help you there, and it's also gonna help you in callbacks. When the director wants to see an adjustment, it's really important that you don't flub all of your lines, because now you have new blocking and you're given new choices. That happens a lot too, because it is disorienting whenever you have married your lines to your business and your physicality and you say it a certain way. Now all of a sudden we're giving you a different intention and you can't even remember your lines. Last of all, this is also going to help you deliver more creative performances, really make you think outside of the box, but also think in a more original fashion, in a way that is truly yours and you get to own the performance. So how does this play out in our real lives? Well, I'm going to tell you. Think about why we do almost everything that we do. Now, there are some things that we don't want to do and we do them to get by. I'm not talking about that. But think about why people get good grades in school. Why do your parents tell you to, right? Why do you go to college? Why do you get a good job? So you can make good money, so you can meet a good partner, so you can have great children, and you can buy a beautiful house and have a nice car and have things and go on vacation. Why do people do drugs? Why do people drink? Why do we do all of these things? And it's because we want to feel a certain way. We want to feel good. Why is it great to do the right thing? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna feel good about yourself. So let me ask you this. Why not just go straight to the feeling then? What I mean by that is, just as actors, how we can reverse engineer finding that emotional state through using our physiology, right? Using our bodies. We can do the same thing in creating what we love by finding it first inside. When we find it inside, we create that on the outside. So let's do another exercise, okay? I want you to fill in the blank. Once I'm blank, I will feel blank. Meaning, once I'm rich, I will feel free. I will feel powerful. I will feel luxurious. I will feel sexy. Think about the way that you would feel once you had the thing that you really desire. Make a list and find these adjectives. And now I want you to think about activities that make you feel that way. So sexy, for me, I feel sexy when I dance, when I'm moving my body, when I work out. Maybe you like to wear pretty shoes or nice shoes, right? And that makes you feel sexy. Maybe it's doing your hair a certain way, wearing certain clothes, working out. What about free? I can ride my bike and create my own wind, and I feel free. I feel young again. I feel like I don't have many cares, right? When I'm just riding my bike for leisure. So find all of these activities and then ask yourself, when was the last time I felt this way? Just to check in. But most importantly, when is that going to be a priority? So if all it takes, all we really want is to feel good, why are these activities not top priority in your life? Why are they not even on your to-do list or higher on your to-do list if we're doing all of this other stuff to be happy? So try it out. Hopefully these exercises work for you. And at the end of the day, what have you got to lose? Either you will get the things that you would love to have, or you will just feel really good without having to get those things. I hope this helps.